This is bad against, guess what? You guessed, it's bad against two different things. One of them is Flame Man, and one of them is the Rush Punch. Yeah, I didn't expect Rush Punch to be good against this thing. It is actually pretty decent, because if you charge up the Rush Punch, jump, and hit it at the right time, it'll actually shoot it back the opposite direction. If you mess up, you will take crash damage, however. I'm taking a lot of damage. These guys will be dead here in a second. You can see, they stop and they go back the other way sometimes. Ta-da! That's how you do it. Isn't that wonderful? And I wasted a number of Fireman or Flame Man power to do that because a lot of those hits did not hit initially. Dr. X, Stage 2. So even though it looks like we're in space, we're not in space. You do have to watch out for that, though. There are invisible blocks in this stage. But the game is basically warning you right now, hey, there are invisible blocks. This area is completely safe. It cannot damage you. However, later on, we're going to put spike pits in, so be aware. Here's your warning. And Mega Man, great. Great at teaching you. Great at teaching you even if you don't realize you're being taught. I hate this jump. I just want to let you know I hate this jump. I do the jump right, I need a little bit of mental preparation because it fucking sucks. You jump a little too high, you end up in spikes. You jump a little too low, you land in spikes. Again, is another one of the hidden block areas. Right there, the hidden block. I'm running out of health. Great. That's another hidden block. And all the hidden blocks are done. We're done with hidden block. For the moment, anyways. We do want to keep out the jet because that's correct. They are little annoying fruit tards. These guys right there, that if you jump at the wrong time, they will drain you every time. There's a free extra life. Just like that, that's how you get drained. You don't want to do that, you don't want to get drained. It's kind of bad, not great. So again, the game here with the little things like, hey, maybe you should use Rush Jet here. It's super effective against this area. Maybe you leave it on for a bit because you can actually shoot with your regular Mega Man power. You can't charge with it, obviously, but who needs that when you can fucking fly? At least a short distance, anyways. Congratulations. You have reached the area we were just at. However, we are more knowledgeable because we know there's an annoying fruit tard that wants to try to make our jumps very not great. In case you're wondering if there's anything up there, there is nothing up there. Is there an alternate path? No. As far as I'm aware, there's not an alternate path. By going up, either left or right. And this is, in fact, another Mr. X boss, which we will be battling against, bashing our brains against. Do you want to take a guess before we go in what it is? If you guessed it is a Met boss, you are correct. There were a lot of Mets. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the next stage, I guess. There's a either next stage or perhaps one of the later stages, I guess. There is a Met boss, which is essentially a Met in a capsule that has like a big boy. Like imagine if you were in a Gundam, you know, it's a humanoid robot, but you're a small human inside the humanoid robot. It's kind of like that, but he obviously doesn't look like a Met like he does in 5. And yes, you can see we're just gonna smush this guy. Did a good job smooshing him. Congratulations. I need to, side note, unrelated to the video and everything else. I've got this little leather-bound notebook. It's about, I don't know, we'll just say 3 by 5 inches that I've used about half of and I've had for about a decade that I need to fill up. It's a very nifty little thing. I really like it. I bought it at, I believe, half-price book for like $1. I really like this little thing because it's got all kinds of like little things on it that you wouldn't expect something like this to come with, including but not limited to a little elastic band that you can use to basically like go, hey, this is where I left off on my notebook. So as soon as you open up your notebook, you go like, oh, look, elastic band. Thank you for keeping my position. And maybe you don't like elastic bands. Maybe you're all like, elastic bands. Who wants that shit? It also comes with one of them little book thingies, you know, that you usually see on like a really long book that marks your bookmark. Like, you know, with the little like silk thing. Whatever you want to call those. They're pretty nifty. I'm not sure why this little thing that I bought for like $1 at half-price books is so fucking awesome. But it is just super good. It's super awesome. The only problem is it is empty. You do have to write in it and fill it up with your little notes. And it is kind of annoying because, you know, the pages are so small and you're just sort of putting your thoughts in here, you know. Like, let's go back all the way as far back as we can go here. I may have torn out some pages here because some of the shit I wrote initially was kind of embarrassing because I was a fucking teenager. Okay, so I made some sort of notation in here about the N-word. You know, in terms of like only certain people are allowed to say it because guess what? It's got a very racial implication to it. But like, I also question like why some words pass away. It's just sort of a thought, you know what I mean? It's not supposed to be anything serious, but it's a thought that I had at the time about, you know, hey, why do certain words stick around and continue to hold the venom that they have, you know, for, I don't know, let's say 150, 200 years. And other words seem to pass away or don't seem to hold the same venom that others do. Now, certainly if you're, I don't know, you're aware of what certain racial slurs mean in specific, you know, or if, I guess if it's, you know, commonly used in connotation, but there are very few racial slurs that, well, maybe I could be wrong again. White man, all the power, blah, 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 etc., etc. But what I'm trying to get at is I don't feel like, you know, aside from the N-word, there are not a lot of... I died. There's not a lot of racial slurs that are used to quite the degree that the N-word is. The N-word seems to have extra spiky venom behind it. Like, not only does it hurt, but it also poisons. You know, like a snake bite. You know, snake bite. Yeah, you get bit by anything, it's gonna hurt. But provided that, you know, provided it's not A, venomous, B, got rabies, you know, the bite hurts, but there's no probably long-term consequences to getting bitten by it. again. And we're sort of the opposite. It's sort of like a poisonous snake bite. Not only does the bite sting and hurt because you got bit by an animal, but it's also got venom behind it that can kill you if you don't have the anti-venom. What are you gonna do? Obviously, you want to have the anti-venom if you can. Or die. You could die, I guess. Not ideal. You know what I mean? If you're thinking about ways to die, I mean, not ideal. You say to yourself, I was out in the jungle. I happened to stumble across a venomous snake. Because I'm in the middle of the jungle, I should be aware there are snakes that are venomous here. But I happened to stumble upon one by accident. Either because I'm an idiot, or didn't realize there happened to be a snake there. And I'm gonna die because I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what's next. Again, branching path. Got a little E-tank there. That's, I believe that is designed to be there. Again, branching path. Always nice. Hopefully I don't die here. So I could, and I do use my E-tank here. Because what's the point of dying going back to the midway point when I can just spend one of my E-tanks knowing that I can only carry a maximum of 9, of which I have 8 right now. So say there's an E-tank behind this block, not that there is, but I'll be back to 9 full E-tank. What benefit does it do to me if I don't use my previous E-tank? Get Mega Man. Alright. Sort of brute forcing my way through this. This is required. I'm not gonna lie, this is required to use, because I don't think there's an alternate path to this stage other than going through this block right here. Does give me some free health on the back end, which is nice. Get Mega. Make a little damage. Make sure I don't get knocked in the head. And float over top of you, and fuck you. Gonna fight another Mr. X boss. I believe is what? What is this one? I don't remember. It is something. We'll figure it out. Oh, here's the Met boss I was talking about. I thought you were in the previous stage. You're not. That's weird because there were lots of Mets in the previous stage. So this guy is bad against 2 things. He is bad against Frost, and he's bad against Mega Buster. As you can see, he's very easy to he's very easy to deal with in that mode. This one's a lot harder, but you are able to deal with it. And he does alternate between the 2. Congratulations, you done did it. We are now on to the last of the X stages, which, hint hint nudge nudge if you've been watching my playthroughs and or have played Mega Man 2. I'm sorry, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5. I think you know what's gonna happen when I get to the end of this fucking stage. But if you don't know, stick around, buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna happen. Just like Mega Man 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna find out, hey, life isn't quite what we thought it was. What we thought it was A, it was actually B. Because it's always been B. It's been B since Mega Man 1. It's gonna be B through Mega Man 22. If there's a Mega Man 22, it's always gonna be the same guy, I mean. Anyways, as you can see, we're just gonna plow through these guys. And Jet Mega Man, Power Mega Man, Punch Mega Man, whatever you want to call them, not optional, required in this game, much like the other Rush upgrades required. So the fact that they are hiding, quote-unquote, upgrades behind it, a little strange to me. You're not actually making it all that difficult for me to get. Whereas in previous Mega Man games, you would say, well, we're going to hide it behind a block. And you'll know that one of your 8 robot master powers is good against it, but we're hoping that you waste at least your initial run through this. Yeah, and then there's essentially Beat, but in evil form. It looks kind of like him, but in an evil person thingy. I don't know. We had snow for the first time this winter, even though it's not officially winter yet, at least until the 21st of December, but we had our first snow here in western Pennsylvania, which was both exciting and terrifying, because we got probably about a half of an inch of snow where I'm at, which means nothing. It means nothing in terms of driving through it, but can be a bit annoying if it starts to get more than that, because my car's not designed to go in the snow. And you're going to say, Christopher, well, why'd you buy the car if it's not good in snow? Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. If I had known that, I probably would have bought a different car. Oh, I love that word. Bought a different car becomes boughten. But did I make the wrong decision? I would say of a 365-day year, on average, I would say I made the right decision 360 days a year. Maybe even 364 or 363 days a year, because I seem to have 1 or 2 days every year that just tend to be like, boy, I am not happy I bought this car. But every other day I'm very happy because it doesn't snow every day in western Pennsylvania. And when it does snow, generally the snow crews take care of it, so my car operates like pretty much any other day. Hello, free extra life. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be free or not, because I took this route. But you are free, at least at this point, you're free to me. So we're coming back to the original path, obviously. So if I'd gone the other way, I'd be now here. Gonna grab that. That's more or less free. Might take a little damage like I did, but that's okay. I'm gonna say, Chris, why are you using Jet Mega Man? I'm using Jet Mega Man because of the second half of it, which are these little turret guys. If you don't use Jet Mega Man, it can be a bit annoying to get through here. Mainly because this right here is probably the most obnoxious area to get through. Okay, well, why don't you just fucking jump? I don't know. Wasn't thinking about it. Good jump. Just easier. I don't know. Last time I went through here, I died. I don't want to die again. It's annoying. Ooh. Here's a question for everybody. In most places, I'm not going to say all across America, but in most places. Oh, by the way, hello, Dr. X. You have a very difficult boss because you go back and forth, just like you're doing, and you shoot a singular blast that I have to jump over. And yeah. You do a lot of crash damage, which is sort of, I imagine, what you're designed to do, but You can see I do a lot of damage to you. My schemes for world dominations have failed, but I still have enough power to destroy you. As he reveals himself pretty obviously to be Dr. Wily. So there are 3 things that I really can't stand about Mega Man 6. 1, did Wily even try to dress up? He put a fucking beard on. Nothing else about his he put a little, like, whatever you want to call it, chakra dot on his head. And he put a beard on, and that's it. His hair is still the same. He's still fucking bald, and he still has that mustache. So, I don't know. Plus, in Mega Man 3, it turns out, oh no, I'm not actually good. I'm actually evil. Mega Man 4, he frames Dr. Cossack as being the evil one, when in reality it's him. In Mega Man 5, he frames Proto Man for being evil, when it was actually him. So what do you think's gonna happen? Do you think that Professor X, who you've never heard of, or Dr. X, who you've never heard of before, is suddenly gonna become the new villain, the new big bad? Or do you think that the man who put essentially put a beard on, because he already had a mustache, put a beard on, is suddenly gonna become, is actually the real person? Of course it's fucking Wily. It's been Wily every fucking time. It was Wily in 1, it was Wily in 3, it was Wily in 4 and 5, it's Wily again, it'll be Wily in 6, 7, well, it is 6, this is 6. It's Wily in 7, it's Wily in 8. It's always Wily. You can pretend it's not, but it is. So we're going to, there's a shortcut here we're going to attempt to get. If we don't get it, too bad, so sad. But we're going to attempt to get it, even if that requires me to die. Right here. Gonna have Jet Mega Man out, and you do have to try to, what's the word? You do have to try to, oh, I'm dead. You do have to save some of that jet power to get over there. Oh, fuck me. I don't, grumble. I feel like there should be a checkpoint there somewhere. Maybe I didn't go far enough. I don't know. Feels like there should have been a checkpoint there. I mean, I get it. I didn't go all that far because it's literally jump over this block and here you are in the next section. But like, I think there would be a checkpoint right either here or the next area. Like right here would be a checkpoint. Nope, no checkpoints. Fuck off. No, and I also did not get that health. Hooray, hooray. Alright, we still need Jetman power. Yeah, we'll switch back to Jetman power again. Fuck us, right? You gotta use a little bit of that power. You'll have to have enough to do this right here. So you always gotta save just a little bit for that next area. Once you're here, I won't say you're golden, but you're pretty golden. There's 2 different ways you can go. The ladder will basically show you, oh hey, you went the wrong way, go down the other path. You do it, great. There is a little bit of a kicker here, which we'll see in a second, but even if you fuck up, the game still lets you correct your mistake.